The abilities of angels, what they can and cannot do. Hook. Open with impact. If your eyes could see beyond the veil of the physical world, you would witness a realm filled with beings of incredible capability, beings who move with speed that defies physics, who can appear in human form, who possess knowledge far deeper than our own, yet remain completely limited, finite, and under the authority of God. Today, we explore one of the most fascinating truths in Scripture, the abilities of angels. What exactly can these spiritual beings do? What are their limits? And what does this teach us about God, His power, and His care for us? Let's dive into the biblical reality. Section 1. Angels possess superhuman knowledge, but limited. Scripture paints a clear picture. Angels know far more than humans, but they are not all-knowing. They understand spiritual realities humans struggle to grasp. Angels witnessed the creation of the world. Job 38, 4-7. God's dealings with nations, the giving of the law, prophetic revelations across centuries. They have observed human behavior for thousands of years, giving them insights no human mind could ever accumulate. They understand God's plans more fully than we do. 1 Peter 1:12 says, "Angels long to look into the mysteries of salvation." They are fascinated by God's redemptive work. They are not detached observers. They are deeply invested in God's unfolding story. But angels are not omniscient. Scripture is clear. They do not know the day of Christ's return. Matthew 24:36. They don't know everything about redemption. They are learners, not divine equals. They cannot read minds or know thoughts. Their knowledge is extensive, but not infinite. Angels are brilliant, but only God is all-knowing. Section 2. Angels can travel and appear in human form. One of the most fascinating aspects of angelic activity is their ability to operate in both spiritual and physical realms. Angels appear physically throughout Scripture. They dine with Abraham, Genesis 18, walk into Sodom, Genesis 19, wrestle with Jacob, Genesis 32, roll away the stone at Jesus' tomb, Matthew 28, deliver messages face to face, strike armies, provide food and guidance, are mistaken for ordinary men, Hebrews 13:2. Angels can shift between spiritual form, physical, human-like form. This demonstrates their adaptability and purpose-driven mission. Angels travel, not teleport, not omnipresent. Daniel 10 describes an angel delayed by spiritual opposition. The text says, "He was sent, he came, he was opposed. Another angel came to assist." This proves angels are mobile. Angels move. Angels travel across realms. Angels experience resistance. Angels are not everywhere at once. Their movement is swift, beyond human capability. Scripture describes them as swift as lightning, Daniel 9:21, mighty, flaming fire, winds, Psalm 104:4. They are spiritual beings capable of incredible speed, yet they move within God's boundaries. Section 3. Angels are not omnipresent or omniscient. In a world filled with Hollywood portrayals and mystical ideas, it's crucial to understand angelic limitations. Angels are not everywhere at once. Only God is omnipresent. Angels move, arrive, depart, travel, are delayed, are assigned to specific tasks or regions. They operate individually, not as an all-present force. Angels cannot be in two places simultaneously. Daniel 10 reveals, one angel was in conflict, another arrived to help, a third was sent to deliver the message. This shows angels occupy location, angels work in coordination, angels follow a structured hierarchy. Angels are not all-powerful. They are mighty, but not unlimited. They can be resisted, Daniel 10. They can be bound, 2 Peter 2:4. They can be judged, Psalm 82. They can fall, Revelation 12. Angels are not to be prayed to or worshipped. Every instance of attempted worship in Scripture results in, do not do that. Worship God alone. Their power is real, but their purpose is always to point back to God. Section 4. Why these abilities matter for believers. Understanding what angels can and cannot do gives believers incredible reassurance. 1. Angels follow God's commands, not human desires. You cannot summon them, you cannot control them, you do not need to. God assigns them as He wills, not as we request. 2. Angels serve God's people with purpose. Hebrews 1:14 calls them ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation. Your life is not random. Heavenly beings operate according to God's plan for you. 3. Angels' limitations highlight God's perfection. They are powerful, but God alone is omniscient, omnipresent, almighty. The abilities of angels reveal the greatness of the God we worship. 4. You do not face life alone. Angels are one more reminder that God protects, God provides, God sees, and God acts. Angels are remarkable, brilliant, powerful, fast, and faithful to their missions, but their abilities ultimately point to one truth: God Himself is far greater. Angels serve, God reigns. Angels act, God commands. Angels travel, God is everywhere. Angels learn, God knows all. And the same God who rules over these mighty beings is the one who holds your life in His hands. Walk confidently. Heaven is active, God is working, and you are never alone.